Tom glances sheepishly but sullenly at her averted figure and slumps at the table. The coffee is scalding hot. He sips it and gasps and spits it back in the cup. At his gasp, Amanda catches her breath and half turns. Then she catches herself and turns back to the window. Tom blows on his coffee, glancing sidewise at his mother. She clears her throat. Tom clears his. He starts to rise, sinks back down again, scratches his head, clears his throat again. Amanda coughs. Tom raises his cup in both hands to blow in it, his eyes staring over the rim of it at his mother for several moments. Then he slowly sets the cup down and awkwardly and hesitantly rises from the chair.
Mother, I apologize, Mother.
Amanda draws a quick, shuddering breath. Her face works grotesquely. She breathes into childlike tears.
I'm sorry for what I said, for everything that I said. I didn't mean it.
My devotion has made me a witch, and so I make myself hateful to my children.
No, you don't.
I worry so much, don't sleep, it makes me nervous.
I understand that.
I've had to put up a solitary battle all these years, but you're my right-hand bower. Don't fall down, don't fail.
I try, Mother.
Try and you will succeed. You're just full of natural endowments. Both of my children, they're unusual children. Don't you think I know it? I'm so proud, happy, and feel I have so much to be thankful for, but promise me one thing, son.
What, Mother?
Promise me you'll never be a drunkard.
I will never be a drunkard, Mother.
That's what frightened me so, that you'd be drinking. Eat a bowl of farina.
Just coffee, Mother.
Shredded wheat biscuits?
No, Mother, just coffee.
You can't put in a day's work on an empty stomach. You've got 10 minutes. Don't go. Drinking too hot liquids makes cancer of the stomach. Put cream in.
No, thank you.
To cool it.
No, thank you. I'm black.
I know, but it's not good for you. We have to do all that we can to build ourselves up. In these trying times we live in, all that we have to cling is to each other. That's why it's so important to Tom. I sent out your sister so I could discuss something with you. If you haven't spoken, I would have spoken to you.
What is it, Mother, that you want to discuss?
Laura.
Oh, Laura.
You know how Laura is quiet, so quiet, but still water runs deep. She notices things, and I think she broods about them. A few days ago, I came in and she was crying.
What about you? What about?
You.
Me?
She has an idea that you're not happy here.
What gave her that idea?
What gives her any idea? However, you do act strangely. I'm not criticizing, understand that. I know your ambitions do not lie in the warehouse, that like everybody in the whole wide world, you've had to make sacrifices, but Tom, life's not easy. It calls for Spartan endurance. There's so many things in my heart that I cannot describe to you. I've never told you, but I loved your father.
I know that, Mother.
And you, when I see you taking after his ways, staying out late, and, well, you had been drinking that night, you were in that terrifying condition. Laura says that you hate the apartment and that you go out nights to get away from it. Is that true, Tom?
No. You say there's so much in your heart that you can't describe to me. That's true of me, too. There's so much in my heart that I can't describe to you, so let's respect each other's.
But why? Why, Tom, are you always so restless? Where do you go two nights?
I go to the movies.
Why do you go to the movies so much, Tom?
I go to the movies because I like adventure. Adventure is something I don't have much at work, so I go to the movies.
But, Tom, you go to the movies entirely too much.
I like a lot of adventure.
Amanda looks baffled and hurt. As the familiar inquisition resumes, Tom becomes hard and impatient again. Amanda slips back into a querulous attitude toward him.
Most young men find adventure in their careers.
Then most young men are not employed in the warehouse.
The world is full of young men employed in warehouses, and offices, and factories.
Do all of them find adventure in their careers?
They do, or they do without it. Not everybody has a craze for adventure.
Man is by instinct a lover, a hunter, and a fighter, and none of those instincts are given much play at the warehouse.
Man is by instinct. Don't quote instinct to me. Instinct is something that people have got away from. It belongs to animals. Christian adults don't want it.
Then what do Christians adults want then, Mother?
Superior things of the mind and the spirit. Only animals have to satisfy instincts. Surely your aims are somewhat higher than theirs, than monkeys, pigs.
I reckon they're not.
You're joking. However, that isn't what I wanted to discuss.
I haven't much time.
Sit down.
You want me to punch in right at the warehouse, Mother?
You have 5 minutes. I want to talk about Laura.
Alright, what about Laura?
We have to be making some plans and provisions for her. She is older than you, 2 years, and nothing has happened. She just drifts along doing nothing. It frightens me terribly how she just drifts along.
I guess she's the type that people call homegirls.
There's no such type, and if there is, it's a pity. That is unless the home is hers with a husband.
What?
Oh, I can see the handwriting on the wall as plain as I see the nose in front of my face. It's terrifying. More and more you remind me of your father. He was out all hours without explanation, then left. Goodbye. And me with the bag to hold. I saw the letter you got from the merchant marine. I know what you're dreaming of. I'm not standing here blindfolded. Very well then. Then do it. But not till there's somebody to take your place.
What do you mean?
I mean that as soon as Laura has got somebody to take care of her, married and a home of her own, independent, why, then you'll be free to go wherever you please, on land, on sea, whichever way the wind blows you. But until that time, you've got to look out for your sister. I don't say me because I'm old and don't matter. I say for your sister because she's young and independent. I put her in a business college, a dismal failure. Frightened her so it made her stick at the stomach. I took her over to the Young People's League at the church. Another fiasco. She spoke to nobody. Nobody spoke to her. Now all she does is fool with those pieces of glass and play those worn-out records. What kind of life is that for a girl to lead?
What can I do about it?
Overcome selfishness. Self is all that you ever think of. Where's your muffler? Put your wool muffler on. Tom, I haven't said what I had on mind to ask you.
I'm too late to...
Down at the warehouse, aren't there some nice young men?
No.
There must be some.
Mother.
I know one that's clean living. Doesn't drink and ask him out for your sister.
What?
For sister, to meet, get acquainted.
Oh my gosh.
Will you? Will you? Will you, dear?
Yes.
Amanda closes the door hesitantly and with a troubled but faintly hopeful expression. The spotlight picks up Amanda at the phone.
Ella Cartwright, this is Amanda Wingfield. How are you, honey? How's the kidney condition? Pores. You're a Christian martyr, yes? Yes, honey, that's what you are, a Christian martyr. Well, I just now happened to notice in my little red book that your subscription to the companion has just run out. I knew that you wouldn't want to miss out on the wonderful serial starting in this new issue. It's by Bessie Mae Hopper, the first thing she's written since Honeymoon for 3. Wasn't that a strange and interesting story? Well, this one is even lovelier, I believe. It has a sophisticated society background. It's all about the horsey set on Long Island.